What up, peeps? It's your girl, Dash. Come back to Roll Takes. Well, it's that time, guys. It's reaction time, and this is to Amazon Prime's show Gen V. This will be for season 1, episode 1, titled "God You." Now, I remember doing a reaction to a trailer for the show. I already knew it was in the works. You know, definitely when we had when the boys' third season was, of course, I want to say in production, but already, you know, episodes coming out, and this was already in talks of coming out, where we're going to see them showcase some younger soups, so to speak, going through a university school of crime fighting, as they called it, and getting to do some, of course, new characters. I know we'll see some old characters as well. With that trailer, I really did enjoy it, especially when it's centered around one particular female named, I want to say her name was Marie, played by Jazz Sinclair, and there's a couple other people on the show from when they showcase their abilities. I'm intrigued, but there's also one other person I really want to see and see if, you know, if they're, you know, a part of the main cast. I don't know, it could be possibly a recurring whatever. Going by the name of Luke, played by Patrick Schwarzenegger, so I'm curious about him. I know he's done some other movies and some shows, so I'm really looking forward to seeing, you know, where he fits into all this within the students. Also, I want to say, being that this is a part of Vought International, I'm trying to remember the names, been a couple months, that we get to see, I think I remember seeing Ashley. They did showcase a little bit of A-Train's face popped up. I think Victoria Newman's character will be in here. I don't know if she's some sort of teacher or whatever, and all that, to the students in some capacity with Vought, possibly, if you remember how certain things happened with her, you know, what she was doing, you know, and things being revealed about her, and you know, within the season 3 of The Boys. Feel like we're gonna probably might see Homelander as a possibility, you know, somewhere along the lines of that. That'd be interesting. I look forward to seeing whoever pops up. That would be nice, you know, just to add a little to that. But it's good to see some new characters, you know, having abilities and all that, and just seeing what's going to be happening with them. I definitely want to get that backstory. I want to see what's going on with all these, you know, young adults. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching this season. So with that said, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. See the rest of my thoughts with you guys.
A-Train was just drafted into La Siete, which of course makes the speedster the first African-American on the world's premier super team.
Oh my gosh, all praise be to God first. Yeah, I just want to remain humble.
What's the matter? I'll be right back.
Marie, you okay?
Yeah, it's just a stomach ache.
Period. Oh. Oh. Oh my God.
Jackie! Jesus, what happened? What happened? Moody, what the hell happened?
Oh man.
It's always good. All I really want to hear is it'll be okay.
Congratulations. Wouldn't be surprised if you end up protecting a city one day.
I think you meant to say first black woman in the 7.
That place, it's not like here. You would be locked up. Worse.
Don't fuck it up. I'm never coming back. Godolkin is a safe space for you to thrive.
We're super excited to meet you.
Trying to test my shit. Guess the toughest motherfucker here. That's my gerbil, David Crusoe. And it's about to go down. So what are we doing here exactly?
Dude, his workouts are practically the social event of the season.
Whose?
His?
I'm gonna be down there one day.
Jerking off his flaming Sharpay?
Ranked in the top 10.
Jesus Christ, who wants that kind of pressure?
I do.
Oh God.
Hey, look at me. You did good. All right, next time.
There's clearly been a mistake.
I signed up for Brink's freshman intro to crime fighting, but it's not on my schedule.
What's your name?
Morel. Marie. You were rejected. Get back to it. Can I talk to Professor Brink about this?
No, I made the call on his TA.
Hold on. This was your decision?
Yeah.
Who are you to reject me?
I read all of your books.
I've already handled this, sir.
Sir, they rejected me from your intro class. But they're dead wrong.
Performing arts is a fine program. You'd be on Dancing with the Stars.
I'm not going back to the fucking woods! Please!
Little kid. Oh my god. You are so funny.
Holy shit, no, that's right. Fun size, a little cricket? I'm a huge fan.
We're superheroes. That's really what you want?
I can't fight bad guys from the size of a pickle, so yeah. I mean, I'm also hoping for a three-way.
Hafnium carbide alloy. Won't melt no matter how hot you burn. Now, it's gonna take the lawyers a couple months to paper the deal, but you, my boy, are going to the 7. No draft, no nothing.
I'll show you what I come up with. Tonight, a few of us are going on a field trip.
Thanks for the invite. But no. I can't afford the trouble.
Marie, this is a huge opportunity for you. And much more importantly for me, because if you get in good with those guys, that means I will.
Oh, told you. This is Marie. She's the one that I was telling you guys about. Hey, I'm Luke. This is Kate.
Oh. Opinion no one asked for.
It gave me a V as a baby, but it didn't hit till puberty. My parents died. I don't know why I do that.
No, if you're gonna do this, make sure you do it for you.
Good advice. Does he want to do what I think he wants? Oh, really?
It really work.
Sure. I'll just be a minute.
Under.
We don't have one. But you don't give a fuck, right?
I do not give a fuck. Follow me.
No, thank you. You know, I could take my glove off and make you. I won't, because I'm all about consent.
Yes! Yes! Now let's dance!
Oh my.
Really good.
I can't.
Congrats. When do you start?
You mean when do I leave so you can finally be ranked number one?
Please, that'd be great, but trustees think I'm too confusing. No way I'll be number one. It'll be Andre. As much as that pisses me off.
That responsibility and having to work with my dad. Fuck that.
We need to go. We need to get the fuck out of here now. We need to get the fuck out of here now.
She's alive.
Get out of there.
Okay, sure, you're the hero, but I'm the one who made you go, so in a very real way, I'm the hero.
Being a hero, a real hero, it's not about glory. It's about sacrifice. I'll tell you this, but you're being expelled.
Oh no. What?
Not if TMZ finds out that they almost let a woman bleed to death because they were high.
Are you
Somebody's
serious?
gonna take that hit. You get that. Those blood powders of yours, they're a non-starter in Middle America. There's no four-quadrant appeal there.
You're wrong.
You're an orphan who murdered her parents.
Oh wow, boy, that in there.
I'm afraid you don't got much choice.
Why did you make me go out? I knew I shouldn't have gone. I didn't ask for this. For you. Just leave me alone.
Luke, it's not a dream. It's real. Please help me.
Annabeth, please.
No, stay away from me.
Oh boy.
Not a monster. What brings doing to protect you? What are you talking about?
Oh my God. No, he didn't just do that.
I had to.
I didn't see anything.
Oh.
You don't understand what Brick did, okay? You don't know about the woods.
What?
What's wrong?
You have to come, Marie.
Uh-oh.
Luke, what's going on? What the fuck is going on?
Move! Go now! Go! Stop! What?
Your friend is out of control.
The bullshit!
He fucking killed him!
Hey, take it easy. Hey, no.
I'm sorry, okay?
Is he gonna burn all these people? What are you about to do, bruh? Oh no. Alright, you guys, this first episode was so good. I'm really going to enjoy this season. Like the opening where we get to meet Marie. Like I stated before, I wanted to get that backstory a little bit more on her, being the way we were seeing with the first trailer in regards to how she comes to go to this particular university. And you see how we found out about her powers, and it's so unfortunate. That's one thing, being a young lady and, having a moment like you're wondering why something's wrong with you and not realizing you're coming of age. But with her, it's a little different because even though she is experiencing that first moment, I'll keep it clean, time of the month. And sadly, being that it deals in regards to blood, she doesn't realize what that also something else is happening to her. We found out later in the episode that her parents as a child had, she was, given V. Not realizing what's happening, what's going on with her. Her mom comes through the door and you see what happens. And then, of course, the father comes up and tries to find what happened, whatever. Now she's screaming, which, her, someone want to say emotion, all that played in this and caused to a situation to become even more, erupt and volatile. And it's just so fortunate because it was not out of her control. She has no idea what's happening to herself. And it's sadly that her sister comes up and she's like, you killed them and all that. So definitely a strain there. I'm looking forward to seeing if we will come across her sister. Of course, she's probably put somewhere else. She, of course, was somewhere else being raised up. Now, younger, older teen, excuse me. And we see her going through, emotional. She's at this, type of probably foster place where she's, going to class and all that. Got to watch, not using her powers, things of that nature. But all the while applying to schools and applying to one in particular, of course, being that it's through, Vought International, which is, I want to say Godolkin University, excuse me. Get a little tongue-tied, so I'm just going to say university from now on. And it looks like she does get into the school. But I will say this, I enjoyed the scene between her and I'm assuming her advisor coming up, to her to let her know how things will definitely be different from where you are now, where you are there. They're saying they treat you a little different, they will lock you up. And when she first says it, I'm like, okay, I'm remembering these things, little flags like this, because as you keep going into this actual first episode, certain things are happening that definitely, light bulb, and I'm going to be watching to see because we're dealing with, Marie, of course, showing up, and you see little excerpts of advertisements about the school from the dean, played by, Shelley Khan. What is the name? Indira Shetty. She's the dean of, of the school. And just kind of talking about this being a great place, for soups and all that. Now, mind you, early on when she's, playing with her sister, you see how A-Train's being brought into the 7 and all that. So you can definitely see it was early on back then. When you see her talking amongst students and all that and having those little moments of understanding certain things that happen and all that, you hear them talking about how Starlight, left the soups and all that, and she spoke her truth and now wants to speak about it. So definitely dynamics from what we did with watching the show The Boys and then seeing what's happening now. Now we get to meet her, roomie, which is Emma, and definitely like Emma, definitely spunky, doing her little thing. We see her, she's of course, small, and she has that's her, particular powers and all that. But with that comes the way she goes about doing it, which I thought was very interesting. In The Boys, we saw someone who was, who could shrink small, but that just happened. With hers is where she has a self, inflict harm to herself, like she's, throwing up in order for her body to shrink down. Now, mind you, we do get introduced to Luke, played by Patrick Schwarzenegger. I was looking forward to him. Of course, him being the one who has, his powers of dealing with pyro, and you see him having, a lot of admiration with one of the professors, Birkenhoff, played by Clancy Brown. So excited for him being on the show. And just seeing their dynamic and talking and how, them building him up, how he could be a part of the 7, with certain things like, being that, Maeve is no longer there. We're not dealing with Starlight. So a couple of different changes are happening, within the 7. Mind you, Marie wants to get in there. She wants to prove herself. You see Emma show up when they're doing some sort of, activities and all that, with the fights. And, of course, Luke going up against somebody else. And it's a good fight and all that. Definitely is able to hurt the guy and all that. My eyes will never unsee that part with the guy's arms, and then eventually it's been put back on. But okay, just a lot. I mean, you should be used to it now because of The Boys, but I tell you, sometimes they do just bring it up an extra notch, and it's just like, I could really never unsee that. But okay. And then just seeing, his girlfriend, Kate, and then meeting one of his best friends, Andre. So like the dynamic there. Then you, of course, want to see some other, students in between here and there and all that. And I can see right off the top, they all kind of probably have their own little moments where we get to know him a little bit more and all that. Definitely seeing Andre, I like him because you can see he has a little, conflict with wanting to move up and all that and the ranked up to be a part of something. He's like, no, I don't want that, especially dealing with my dad. So I'm curious who his dad actually is. I don't know if I missed that or if they're going to delve into that. The girlfriend, don't know too much about her, but I know that her powers is she can touch anything and make him do what she wants. Nice little one right there. And then of course we are, like I said, definitely Luke and then definitely Emma. So far, and then there's another one we met is Jordan, which is a switch off where once it's a female then it's a guy and all that. So I'm gonna like that dynamic there as well because that comes into handy and whatever, and definitely interesting. Okay, there's a scene I want to talk about, 2 of them. We're dealing with the one scene with a young girl when Marie's still at this, her little, foster care or whatever, where the girl's being laid into some, vehicle and darted off. Now, don't know what's going on there, but I will say this. Another scene happens with a young guy saying, I'm not going back to this place, this. Mind you, when it get hands on him, he's thrown into some sort of cell. When you turn around, you see what looks to be some sort of woods. Now, mind you, bring back the one who was talking to Marie, talking about, they don't treat you like they treat you here. It's a little different and it can, not be treated very well. Now, mind you, listen to the dean put out this nice little, advertisement about the school. This is that, another. We want to make sure that, they can be themselves and all that. But just like, I don't know about that. Yeah, not vibing with that because it's just like that's just too. Everything's just too nice and tidy and clean. So no. Now you see them. They go out. And Kate does her little thing and all that, and you see how certain things, culminate, doing a little bit of drugs, recreation, all that. Everybody's kind of doing a thing. Now, one thing with Luke, you see he has a moment where he starts seeing things and all that, seeing his brother, seeing some woods, and I'm like, okay, here we go. I can already tell with Luke in this episode that he's definitely conflicted of wanting to be, he was, looking like he might be excited about having his chance at being a part of 7. They had a full out uniform and he's all excited about this because it's a done deal, they're making it, and he, of course he gets a hug from the professor, but then you see the reassurance of his face does not look like he's really excited to do that. I don't know if he's being pretty much, not to say clone, but kind of like, there's a phrase I want to say, kind of hone into this whatever part from his parents and all, and with the professor and all that he can be the next one. He might not want to do this and all, but the pressure, definitely losing his younger brother. I think he said Sam, and then, dealing with all this and all that, being a part of school and being known, all that, it might be too much for him, and he might not want to be doing all that. So didn't look excited when he was being hugged by the professor, but playing it off. Then you see other scenes within when they're, previously in that club and all that, and the situation with Andre trying to, get his little fun on with this girl and causes an accident. They, of course, I'm yelling like, you all need to get out of there. Marie's going to help her because, of course, her situation with her blood was able to help this woman not die. But, of course, they see it, and you see that culminates in, okay, you did a good thing to help this woman, but that put you in a situation because now they got to cover it up because Andre, Kate, and Luke were there. And being that Luke is, literally like poster child for this school and all that, they can't put it, so they're going to use her as a out, get rid of you and all that. And when the professor was making this little statement, she's trying to get into the school crime fighting, and he's just like making it hard. She eventually leaves. She sees she has a moment where she has those flashbacks, how her sister's like, your monster, this and all that, and what she's done, and she's really not a monster. At the time, you just feel bad because you see what happened to her, as a young girl, 12, not realize first what's happening to her body, and then secondly realizing the effects of what's happening, that's extra, not to get too, TMI, but I'm like, yeah, up here it's definitely something that happens to a young girl, but all that extra happened, not so much. So I can only imagine at that moment what happened to her, and then culminate with the fact that your parents are dead in front of you, your sister is scared of you, she wants no part of you, you killed her parents. So that's going to be a lot to, weigh in with her coming into this, kind of, closed off a little bit, trying to be friendly, getting used to, your roommate and this and another. So seeing how that happened. But I will say the situation to kind of piggyback off of her roomie, Emma, I'm looking forward to her dynamic too. She wants to fit in. She's doing certain little things with her little videos and all that, where she's, small and all that. And you see this one guy, so I'm a fan, this. He a fan, all right. He was a fan all the way up till he can get what he wanted out of her. Like, can you be small? And at first she was like, can we just enjoy this? Whatever. No, he wants to enjoy her small so he can go back and tell his boys. And it was just like, oh my God, like, not making it about both of you, just making it about just yourself and want her to do what you want so you can go and just, is it the biggest? I was like, yeah, okay, just, yeah, let me leave it alone. I was about to say something, I caught myself, but anywho, I just feel for her, because you could just tell she just wants to be like, she wants to kind of fit in, and certain things, you know, being around certain circles and all that, you know, might not always mesh and all that, or some of them like, whatever. Granted, some people do know her and they think, oh, your show is cute, this, and all that, but she wants to be, you know, she wants that to be taken serious. That's all great and good for fun and all that, but it's like, there's more to her, and I just feel like, you know, she kind of feels a certain way that she's not able to, you know, somewhat showcase or prove that, whatever. So it's like all this extra. Now that she has Marie, so, you know, roomie and all that, a friend, all that, who knows, that might flourish into some other things. But right now, not the moment. She's upset because we see what happened at the end when, you know, Marie goes back to talk to the press, like, no, like, you know, did y'all know he was trying to do this with her and all? They're trying to hide, you know, the situation and hide behind her and use her as a fall guy for this whole situation. Open that door. And you see what looking, he's like, oh my God, he was like, you know, just, you know, he had a light of mass and he burned himself. You're close to him. You don't think they're going to put two and two together? This is Vought now. Come on now. The fact that he really thinks that's going to fly with them, when we know all the things that those guys and girls did with the 7 on the boys and how they can always manage to figure out what's been going on. But, you know, he young. He don't know no better. But I'm going to tell you, when she was like, she's like, I didn't see nothing. She wants to stay there. So right now, it looks like she's going to stay there. We're going to keep moving the show along. But Luke is like, I wish you had not been there. Because the thought of having that stress of somebody knowing, I feel like Marie probably wouldn't have been gently down the road. She might slip up and say something and somebody going to find out about it. He wants to be done with her at all. And we already know that ain't going down. So the way it is he gets into a fight with Jordan's, you know, character and all that, and I like that little sequence. Don't make it where it's just always going to be him because he's Pyro. But the fact that back and forth and all that, nice little action, and she's running out, and then I like how she ran into Andre and he's able to calm him, but not so much. I really made a comment that he was going to literally nuke everybody right then and there because she was preparing herself. And he didn't nuke nobody else but just himself, and that's so unfortunate. So clearly we're going to see what happens moving forward with Luke. I'm assuming there might be some, definitely some backstory. Like I think there might be some other parts of scenes where, you know, he, you know, might mention stuff because he did make a comment, you know, prior to him taking his life about the woods, and she's looking at him like, what? And I'm like, there it is right there again. What's this woods? Where's this place that they're locking up these kids? And you see that young boy, no, I don't want to go back to that place with the woods. I don't want to go back. And he yelled it out before they put him in a thing. And when you turn around, no. So I don't know what's going on. I'm wondering if that Dean knows anything about that. And I have a feeling I'm not too far off. I'm already getting that vibe. Yeah. The first episode, literally, mouth dropped quite a few times. I might have cussed. I think I did. Yeah. I'm here for Gen V. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. This one definitely solidified it. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. So with that, comment below. Let me know what you think. And with that, I will see you guys on the next episode reaction. You guys take care.